Hello everyone, welcome to today's discussion on CSAT. CSAT is the full form of Civil Services Aptitude Test. Are you preparing for UPSC CSE 2025? You must not ignore the CSAT paper. UPSC CSE Preliminary Exam 2024 had a clear message for students that CSAT practice has to be a constant part of preparation. So we present some important topics from the qualifying CSAT paper of UPSC prelims or answer your general queries. The chances of clearing the UPSC CSAT depend significantly on quantitative aptitude. How can you convert this section from your weakness to strength? Quantitative aptitude has been a nightmare for many aspirants. The chances of clearing the UPSC CSAT and scoring the minimum one-third marks depend significantly on quantitative aptitude. Though there are no sectional cutoff in the UPSC CSAT paper, every aspirant needs to attempt at least some questions from this section to sail through the CSAT paper. Now in this lecture, we shall discuss the strategy that can prove worthwhile to the aspirants preparing for the upcoming UPSC CSAT 2025 examination. जैसा कि आप सब जानते हैं कि सिविल सर्विसेज प्रिलिमिनरी एग्जाम्स में दो पेपर होते हैं, जनरल स्टडीज पेपर 1 एंड जनरल स्टडीज पेपर 2। जनरल स्टडीज पेपर 2 सीसैट पार्ट से रिलेट होता है। तो अभी हम डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं जनरल स्टडीज पेपर 2 सीसैट फॉर प्रिलिमिनरी एग्जाम्स। फाइव वे स्ट्रेटजी फॉर सीसैट। नंबर 1, अंडरस्टैंड द डेप्थ ऑफ एवरी टॉपिक। नंबर 2, फार्मूला शीट। नंबर 3, क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस। नंबर 4, टाइम मैनेजमेंट। नंबर 5, practice mixed questions. So we discuss one by one. Firstly, understand the depth of every topic. Before starting any chapter of the syllabus, it is important to understand the depth at which the UPSC tests the candidates. Sometimes the books available in the market and the questions in the test series might not cover the depth required to meet the requirement of UPSC CSE exam. Let us consider a question asked by UPSC CSE CSAT 2024 to drive the point. जैसा कि आप बोर्ड में देख रहे हैं क्वेश्चंस, 2,22,333 plus 3,33,222 is divisible by which of the following numbers? It means usually when we cover the chapter on the number system, our primary focus is divisibility rules, types of numbers, and the concept of unit digits. We try to solve the questions on individual topics. However, if the questions depicts the kind of interlinked question asked by a UPSC in CSAT 2024, these questions combines the concept of unit digits as well as the divisibility rules. तो आपको देखिए सबसे पहले डिविजिबिलिटी रूल याद होना चाहिए कि कोई भी नंबर 2 से 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 से कैसे डिविजिबल होंगे, यानी आप डिविजिबिलिटी रूल फार्मूला आप ये कॉन्सेप्ट जो क्लास 10th में स्टडी कर चुके होते हैं। तो यहां पर आपको ध्यान देना है कि किससे डिविजिबल होगा। सो सेम एज इट इज, let us take one more question asked by UPSC CSAT 2024. A can X contains 399 liters of petrol and a can Y contains 532 liters of diesel. They are to be bottled in bottles of equal size so that the whole of petrol and diesel would be separately bottled. The water capacity in terms of liters is an integer. How many different bottle sizes are possible? So, the first look at this question may lead us to think that it might be from LCM or SCM, means lowest common multiple or highest common factor. However, a deeper understanding of the last line shows that it is a form of the topic of factorization. So it is important to understand the depth to which the UPSC can ask the question and the interlinkage among us different topics of the same chapter. There are some chapters from which direct questions may be asked, but some chapters require interlinkages. Next is formula sheet. Most of the chapters in quantitative aptitude are formula driven, including average, percentage, mensuration, time, speed, distance, time and work, etc. It is always advisable to create a formula sheet chapter wise. Over and above the formula, certain topic specific and chapter specific shortcuts will be used to solve any questions in quantitative aptitude. It would be a wise strategy to include the shortcuts along with the formulas in a chapter wise manner for last moment revision. Next is question practice. This is very important. Unlike the humanities subjects, which are more about reading and revising, quantitative aptitude is more about solving more and more questions. Just revising the formulas or reading the theory would not be much help in this section. While practicing questions, the focus should be more on those chapters that have been frequently and extensively asked by the UPSC. You can divide the chapters into two categories, like it's category A and category B. Category A, number systems, LCM, SCM, concept of unit digit, exponents, divisibility rule, remainder theorem, odd even concepts, decimals, permutation and combinations, average, percentages, mixtures, time and work, ratio and proportion. And category B, profit and loss, simple and compound interest, time, speed and distance, probability, mensuration. So, category A chapters are those where UPSC has been consistently asking questions year after year and they are vital to your selection. But category B chapters will be those where either the frequently has been low or even. If they are asked every year, it is just one or two questions that are asked. You can use table to practice the questions accordingly. Devote more time to chapter category A chapters and proportionately lower to category B. However, it would not be a wise strategy to skip the strategy chapters. Next is time management. The UPSC CSAT paper consists of 80 questions that are to be solved within 120 minutes. This boils down to an average time of 1.5 minutes per question. One can argue that you don't need to solve all the questions to score a bare minimum of 1/3 in the paper. But still, speed is a deciding factor in scoring the 1/3 marks in CSAT paper. During the current phase of the practicing questions, you should monitor the time taken to solve each question. Initially, if you are new to a chapter, it might take some extra time to grasp the concept, and that should not be an area of concern. However, as you solve incrementally extra questions, the time taken should reduce with each passing question. To drive home the point, it is not just important to solve the questions and clarify the concept, but it should be done in a limited time as well. Next is practice mixed questions. Once you are done with the syllabus, it is extremely important to solve the mixed bag of questions. Solving multiple questions from the same chapter might help you solidify a concept. However, solving mixed questions from different chapters would prepare you for a real-time exam-like situation. The necessity of a mixed bag of questions can be fulfilled by solving previous year questions in a randomized fashion or by attempting tests or CSAT. If you choose the latter, there should be a balance in the number of tests that you plan to attempt. Usually, it is advisable to attempt 10 to 12 full-length tests for UPSC CSAT that would give you sufficient practice for quantitative aptitude. However, a word of caution would be to avoid test series that are unreasonably hard. Though UPSC has some difficult questions in CSAT, not every question is meant to be hard. A large number of questions at best are easy to medium, and hence the practice should be a mixed bag. So, thanks and all the best.